Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your boy, it's Endermoose, and today I'm going to be showing you a little something. Because I'm going to be giving you some different tips for Minecraft survival mega builds. And I know what you're thinking. This is a creative world, and yes, you would be correct. However, you can do this kind of stuff in survival as well. It's not exactly that difficult, especially given how basic the resources for things like this can actually be nowadays, because you no longer really have to work and grind to get expensive resources to have a nice looking base. Well, as you see here, oh shit, I did not plan this. Sometimes a mega build is pretty fucking easy. This has taken a good few weeks to build. It's still not done, and we're still working on it. I'm very excited for when I can finally say that we've reached some semblance of completion. I'll probably always be adding new stuff to it, but now I want to talk about some of the different building tricks I've found while doing this. Because I've been looking at one of my old building guides, and you probably, if you're a creative builder, you know the Minecraft Medieval Fortress building book. And you'll know that it's outdated now, because we have all these new blocks. So what I do is I will use builds from that and give them inspiration to mix with the new builds. So as you can see, let's talk about deepslay, okay? It is so easy to get and so much easier to make than stone brick, actually, in my opinion. Because you don't even have to smelt it, unlike cobblestone. The same goes for blackstone, although that's a little bit harder to get your hands on. There are all kinds of different ways you can use fences for your builds as well. Fences and wall blocks can add some excellent textures and details, as can slabs and stairs, and it's always interesting to see people use them in creative ways. Another one is if you want to really drag out your staircase, you always use slabs, especially for something like a spiral staircase on builds like this. They just look pretty great. Another thing, don't underestimate the power of just regular cobbled deep slate. It is a nice looking block. And don't think that you've reached the pinnacle when you've said hello to deep slate brick, because soon you'll find deep slate tiled brick. And my god, does that look good. Look at it. You might know this building technique, but I learned this one from Joey. It is quite simple. Let me grab some glass and I'll show you how it's done. You can take any stained glass, basically. And all you gotta do is put a space between each level of the glass, and as you can see, it just starts to fade. Look at that. Isn't that cool? This is something that most people don't really consider as well. When you're building bridges, add a bit of depth to it, okay? Add some arches and stuff. They're really good things to do. I also recently love how Mojang added the fact that any Minecraft walls can now just blend in with each other. It's absolutely magnificent. Another thing, if banners aren't doing it for you, you can always make your own personal flag. Just a massive one out of wall blocks. They're absolutely gorgeous. And they go really well. And also, this is a big one that I have. Please, please, for the love of God, do not just make your own, just a basic cube. The cube is a good shape to like mix and match to create an interesting design. So the main keep is of course just a big box basically, but I am adding outcroppings and ledges and outbuildings and shit. And all of it's interconnected. You can access all of it. See? Boom, rooftop. Boom, walkway over here. This is one of my favorite walkways probably. And you've got a nice little bow point here. Then you can just take the stairs down. Interior is something I see people barely ever fucking around with in builds like this as well, and it really annoys me. This is not a good example of this, of course. Up above me there is more design. I promise I'm working on the shit down here. Especially this map room. This has been a little pet project of mine for a little bit now. And it's going so nicely. Look at that. Enderman. I mean, we've got you can see all of the castle over here. You can see all the other mountain ranges. It's going to expand all the way out. I want to complete the table. We got our beacons all the way down here that go right up to the top. And now, let's head back up here. Don't know who put armor stands here, but I kind of like them. All these builds that I show you guys generally are handmade by me. But if you want to see me like showcasing some other people's resource packs and builds and shit, let me know in the comments, because I really want to, like, maybe I kind of want to review the Star Wars Mashup Pack world, because the builds there are amazing. Armor stands are always a pretty good, like, in use of display, and you can make some pretty cool pedestals like this one in the middle here. There's also a lot of cool build hacks you can do with armor stands, which I'll get into in a later video. This is like a workroom, it's like brewing room really. Very cool, very pog. Oh, that's okay. And over here is cool. This is like where the soldiers that work at the castle with like train and stuff. We got like a boxing ring. Oops. Very nice place. Very nice. Now let's head back down into the main area of the castle. This is something I can't stress enough, okay? Out of any trim, you cannot tell me that quartz silence on netherite is not the best looking trim. Look at that. That just looks fucking sick. Looks like something Technoblade would wear when he's charging into battle. Why is this not got its trim? This is an outrage. This is where I would put villagers if I had them, but I don't. Always good to have a nice little lava farm. I say little, but if you don't have something like this, that's okay. But at the same time, it's always good to have one, just because it's a brilliant use a way of getting easy fuel. Chest rooms. I cannot fucking stress this enough. Every single person on my team simply refuses to sort their chests. It's a fucking nightmare. So please, I beg of you, when you're building a base like this, have a giant chest room. It's perfectly fine to have a massive chest room like this. I promise you, no one is judging you. Outwardly. Yeah, but seriously, always have one of these. I mean, if you can't use glowing item frames, that's perfectly fine. No one really cares. No one really uses glowing item frames anyway. I mean, they generally will in, like, creative builds and stuff. But for stuff like on survival, you can just use a regular item frame. It's a lot cheaper. Why are there like little holes I need to patch out? It's outrageous. Let's put something in here for a moment. That would have been funny. I swear I saw a shadow. Oh well. Haunted castle already. You probably noticed a block usage as well I haven't talked about. Yes, for this build I did use reinforced deepslay, and I know in terms of building in survival, this is not obtainable. But for a build like this, I couldn't care less. This is on creative. I'd use bedrock if it would look nice. Oh. And one of my favorite things, I think. This is a little feature I noticed that they added in. And I'm very, very happy about it. If you take a note block and on top of it you put any mob head and then you activate the note block, it will make the sound of that mob. How cool is that? So I don't know why, but I really love the pixel head. It just looks so cool. It's so unnecessary that they added it, but I don't care. It looks epic. And if you ever get bored of torches, like I do, this is another thing. Lanterns, first of all, make a good substitute for torches, as you can see around the entire base. And also, build some cool braziers if you want to, because these look epic. If you're wondering how I did this, I used regular fire, but within it, I also mixed in a couple of campfires, just so we had a bit of the smoke, but without it completely crashing the world. Don't ask what that mess up there is. Someone else is building that. I hope it looks better by the end of it. If you ever want to add like fun little features and stuff, right, that are basically useless but purely cosmetic, this is a good one. Especially for the mountains, because it's so cold up here, but there are sometimes little pockets of heat in the form of hot springs. So what I did was I made the floor slabs so that the smoke could get through, and then I carefully placed the water so it wouldn't waterlog the slabs and put out the fires. I also put in some magma to make the bubbles. And I think it turned out really well. I could do a tutorial probably on how to make stuff like this. So let me know in the comments if you want that. This area here, this is going to end up being like the throne room or something, I think. So comment down below how you think I should do the throne room. I may even do some kind of like video on that. But yeah, that is some of my building tips that I've learned from building this castle. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like the video, please like the video. It helps out the channel so much. If you did enjoy this, if you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing because it's free and you can always unsubscribe. And if you want to be notified when I post new videos, hit the bell notification and comment down below what you want to see next, and comment any of your answers to the questions I just posed to you earlier, like what should I put here and what should I build and such. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been my little castle build, and I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace out.